In this call, we're going to talk about how to take a just listed listing and generate at least one listing from it and one buyer that is looking at homes with you. So my name is Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads, and you are going to want to watch this video, pause it as we go through it, because we're literally going to do step by step the actions taken to get a listing, to get a buyer, and to really boost your branding in your local market. Now, there are companies that charge $149 to do what I'm going to show you right now. And you can do this in 15 to 20 minutes max, all right? And there are also companies that charge like 50%, like $154, and $100 goes to your Facebook ad, and that is absolutely nuts, all right? Absolutely ridiculous. So with Listings to Leads, there's none of that overcharging. There's none of that taken off the top to do a Facebook ad. This is awesome stuff that is proven to work in your every area, all right? So if you are not a client yet, go to listingstoleads.com and either sign up for a free trial. If you are a client, log in, and you'll be on the Get Started page here. And we are gonna go to Listings. Now, if you haven't gone through the Get Started wizard, by all means, please do that, because that's going to set up your account and get you good to go. You can always ask our amazing support team for help if you need as well with anything we're talking about here. But let's go to Listings, and we're going to find our just listed listing. And here we go. So I'll click on Market Listing, and you're going to see the actions that you need to do to start generating listings and buyers from this listing here. All right. Now, before we get into that, I'm going to click on the Edit tab just to the right of where it says Market Listing. There's a couple of things I just want to show you real quickly here. One, if you ever have an open house, set it here. We have a phenomenal open house marketing system. Photos, if you want to upload your professional large format photos, do that here. Makes everything look really beautiful, obviously. And you can also click here to generate a YouTube video. And these are awesome for SEO, and they got lead generation in those as well. All right. And you can even use them in your Facebook ads with Listings to Leads. Next up here is videos and 3D tours. So if you have any videos, walkthrough videos, 3D tours, put them here. You can also just send them to support. That might be easier either way. You can either upload a video file, put a URL, like a YouTube link, or if you want to put in, the embed code here, all right? But again, you can always send this to your support person at Listings to Leads and just let them know what listing it goes with. And the last thing I want to show you here is seller information, all right? Now this is, you're going to generate free leads. You could even generate dozens and dozens and dozens of free leads from doing this. So please do not miss this one step. Put in the seller's email addresses right there. If there's more than one, separate them by a comma, and then put the seller salutation right there and click save. And I'll show you a little bit later in this call what happens with that. All right. So for now, let's go back to Market Listing. And notice we're in Facebook ads. This is so awesome. Now, again, there are companies. I was watching a webinar recently where the guy is like, it's $154 and only $100 goes to the ad. I'm like, you got to be nuts. That is absolutely crazy. Just type in the location. All you got to do is click create ad, and that's it. And we're going to capture name, email, and phone number. And before we go do that, then we're going to show you the ad and how it works. It's a Facebook lead ad. Do note, you can click here to change the media. So if you got a video, so if you got a walkthrough video, a professional video, and you want to use that in your Facebook ad, you can do that right there. You can change the budget, the start and end date, all that great stuff. You can even do retargeting. So if you got an audience that you want to retarget to, by all means, you can do that as well. And we have a lot of advanced options here. Just click advanced options and you'll see you can change your Facebook page, your Instagram page, because these ads go to Facebook and Instagram, right? Change the text, all that you can change, but 95% of the time, highly recommend just put in the location and click create ad and let us do the work for you. We've done literally tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of ads via the Listings to Leads platform. So we know what works, and a lot of our clients are generating buyer leads between 50 cents and $2 a piece, seller leads anywhere from $2 to $10, and these are all name, email, and phone number, all right? And again, make sure you're pausing this video as needed. Now you're gonna land here when you do the ad, and notice there is a view icon right there. Click on it. It'll take you over to Facebook. If you ever see something about this link is broken, that's a really weird Facebook message. Just refresh the browser and that will pop up. So here's the ad. And I'm going to click on the blue show ad button to the right there. And we're going to look at that actual ad up on Facebook. All right, so here is the ad. All right, notice the text information there. So if people send a text, they get the mobile responsive virtual tour. But they click on the ad and you're going to get name, email, and phone number with every single lead there. All right, absolutely awesome. All right, so that's the Facebook ad. Again, every single dollar you spend in that budget goes to the ad. We're not taking anything off it. You can increase the budget. You can increase the time the ad runs. All that is under your control. Next up, social media post. So if you went through the Get Started wizard on your account homepage, your listing should have auto posted to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. All right, so I'll click on the Facebook one. We'll take a quick look at it. They all work the same way. And to let the Facebook come up, here we go. So you can see just listed in Granite Bay. Again, we got the text information in there automatically if you're subscribed to the Listings to Leads text service. We got the URL. So anywhere they click on the URL or the image, you'll notice it goes to the single property website / virtual tour. And in this case, I got a property video. And let me show you a couple of things here real quickly. This is the power. So we're generating leads, but once they land here, check this out. We have a couple of further kind of like lead funnel type lead forms that further clarify if the lead is a buyer lead, a seller lead, right? It really lets them get into it and really helps engage a lot more also. So check this out. First of all, if they came from a Facebook post, right, we didn't capture the lead on Facebook. So here, continue with Facebook will capture name and email. Now I've made this optional for me since I'm doing a lot of training. But when they're on here, notice, when do you plan to buy? We can help. And it walks them through some questions. And this is great information. So when people fill this out, again, name and email goes right to you, and you get all that other information as well to really help you know, right? When are they thinking about buying? What's their credit score like? It just gives you more information to talk to them. Scroll down from that one. What is your home worth now? So this is for homeowners, right? So if you have a homeowner looking at your single property website, they can put in a property address right here and get their home valuation estimate right from your marketing. How awesome is that? And even better, right below that, it gets way better. You may not even know this yet, but you've got 50 plus PDF reports for buyers and sellers that you can do Facebook ads with. I'm going to show you that in a little bit, but they can download these PDF guides that are branded to you right from your single property website. So imagine they click download the free guide. We're going to ask them, do they own a home? Yes, no, right? Whichever way. Click continue with Facebook. You are getting name and email, plus that information, do they own a home or not? And they're getting that PDF guide completely branded to you. All right. Absolutely awesome stuff right there. And I'm going to show you a little bit later in this call how you can run some ads using those PDF guides to further engage your local market. All right. So we did a Facebook ad. We did a social media post. Next up, share on the seller's social media. Now, if you put in the seller's name and email, like I said to do under the edit section right there, this would have been sent to your seller already. All right. And I'm going to show this to you, and then I'm going to walk you through it. So here's the email. All right. And I'll say, Dear Lauren and Ian, we're doing a lot of great marketing for your home, but the more eyes on your home, the better. And it gives them something to copy and paste into Facebook, and they can put it anywhere else they want to. Now, the next item on this checklist that we're going to see is the Eflyer. So let me show that to you right now. This Eflyer also, both the social media post on the seller's wall and this Eflyer link to the single property website that we were just looking at. All right, so let me show you an example. So the seller's going to take that. They're going to put it on their Facebook page. And here's what it will look like right here. Our home just listed for sale. It'll have your name and your brokerage, right? And all this great work that you're doing. And then again, here's the link. So whether they click on the link or the image, it goes back to your single property website where we've got automated lead capture. So that follow this home form will come up automatically. and usually that's forced, so they have to click through there. Or the seller's friends and family and colleagues and all that are going to see this, and they're going to be able to fill this out. So absolutely awesome. We have people generating dozens, like 2 to 3 dozens of free leads every time they send this out. They've got listings from it, whether it's weeks or months later, because the seller's friends will see it on their wall and go, oh, if Lauren used Scott from L to L Best Demo Realty, he must be pretty good. Let me check him out. All right. So you get the idea. We want that social proof. We want that all over social media. And this is a phenomenal way to do it both in the short term and the long term. All right. So excellent, excellent way to generate some really good free leads right there. So that's the social media post. This is the Eflyer. So as long as you put in the seller's name and email under the edit section where we talked earlier, both of these tools are going to go out. And I will show you the Eflyer again. So here's the Eflyer that goes out, and the seller can share this with their friends and family. And again, just like we saw from the social media post, it goes to the single property website. Here's the property video. And again, they scroll down, all the great information for this listing, right? When do you plan to buy? We can help. What is your home worth? A real estate resource center. All the great information about the listing, maps and local, all your client reviews coming in if you've got that happening. All right, awesome stuff right there. So make sure you're using all of these tools, because what we see a lot of times is people come in and they get so much success using one tool that they almost forget about using other tools within Listings to Leads. So make sure you're not doing that. Make sure that you're using all of these tools that we're talking about. And the next item, now this is literally just like one of the top real estate listing tools. So if you want listings, if you are serious about listings, this tool right here is generating listings like crazy from our clients. All right. By all means, for every one of these items, if you've got questions on it, click on the little, the blue icon here where it says questions, and that'll take you to a support page. But I'm gonna show you a few things here, but I just want you to see this here. A lot of times there's little videos that will walk you through how to use these, right? More information here. And another thing is, if you get yourself into our mastermind group, you're going to find a lot of great resources there for a lot of these tools. But let me just show you, when you're at the Nearby Homeowners letter here, just click to download. We have 3 different formats of this letter. And what's really, really cool. All right. Now, let me explain why these generate listings. Because first of all, there's a couple of ways of getting these to the homeowners. You can mail them, and again, get yourself into the mastermind group, search Nearby Homeowners letter, search Chris Weinstead. All right. There's a few other things that you can search as well, but get yourself into the mastermind group and look for some different posts on these letters, because people mail them or they door knock, and I love door knocking. All right. Even now, I was talking to a client about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago at this point, and this is now August 2021. All right. So during COVID, one of our clients went door knocking, and 55 older community. And so she was door knocking there, and the first person told her to screw off, and the second person she talked to turned out to be $1 million listing. All right. So these letters, what they do is they give you a reason to be on the doorstep of somebody, or to just drop it off into their mailbox, or not the mailbox, into their in the front door, or to mail it. The key is get these to the homeowners. All right. Take a look at the support post. The support post will have even more information for you on how to use it. But this is literally probably the #1 listing tool or tool in real estate to get actual listings. All right. So next up, Eflyer for your database. This is another awesome tool. Let me show you what it looks like, and then I will give you an idea of how to use it with your database. So here's the Eflyer to send to your database for your listing. And again, the reason why this tool works so well, now this typically gets double the number of clicks and opens that a listing alert will get. And this typically just absolutely crushes whatever follow-up you're using to your database. All right. We've had clients, they send these out to the database every week. So every time the listing changes status, if you have another listing, and they'll make sure they send these out to the database once a week. And they are literally getting listings almost every time they send it out. All right, they're literally getting buyers almost every time they send it out. Now it depends how big your database is, but I'm telling you, this will work way better than a listing alert or a typical follow-up email that you send out. All right, now let me show you real quickly. You click copy code, and it only takes not even a minute to send it out via any CRM you're using, whether it's Wise Agent, LionDesk, Boomtown, Constant Contact. This is awesome for BombBomb to send out via BombBomb as well. So let me show you here. I'm going to show you, we are coming out with follow-up plans here pretty soon. We are beta testing with a few dozen people right now. So hopefully in about a month or so, these will be available for everybody. But with whatever system you're using to email your database or email your contacts, they will have the ability to create an email, like one email. So click that to send an email to your database. And so here I'll give it a catchy subject line. Click next. And that's going to take me to the editor where I can paste in that code that we copied from Listings to Leads. All right, so here's that editor. And now before we paste it in, just one thing you got to remember. Click the source button. It's usually on the top right, top left, or bottom right. All right, so it's either kind of to the left side or the right side, but click source. Paste that stuff in there, whatever that is. And there you go. All right, and all you got to do is click to send it to your database. And again, this will get more opens and more clicks than most any other email that you're sending out to your database right now. And this will literally help you engage your database at a way much higher level than what you've been doing in the past. All right, again, we have clients that are getting listings, they're getting buyers when they send this out. Key is you want to send it out at least every other week or every week to your database. All right, so again, every other week works, every week works. Just pick a different listing, or if the listing status changed, like for example, if you have an open house next week, or you borrowed a listing to hold open, or you have another listing that just sold, went pending, is coming soon, you get the idea. This email absolutely crushes it for generating buyer leads and seller leads out of your database. All right, so let's go back into listings. And let's click on market listing for our just listed listing right here. And so again, we've gone through Facebook ads, social media post. We shared it to the seller social media. Now, one thing I didn't talk about when we did the share on the seller social media is to call the seller up. All right, so make sure you call the seller up, and I'm gonna do a quick role play with you. And so I would call the seller up and I'll say something like this. Hey Ian, this is Scott. I just want to let you know we're doing a lot of great marketing of your property. It's on Zillow, it's on Trulia, it's on Realtor.com. I got a Facebook ad going for it. We're getting it out to our database, right? A lot of great stuff going to get your home marketed out in the area. But you probably know people that may know people looking to buy in the area, right? Friends of your friends may be looking to buy in the area, and we don't want to leave any stones unturned. And so I'm going to send you something to put on Facebook and something that you can share via email to let everybody know about your property. All right, sellers absolutely love it. We've had people, they never use these two tools until their seller literally asks them for something to post on Facebook. And so they come back in, they send it to the seller, and they find out they're literally engaging the seller's sphere of influence via email and social media. So don't be that person that doesn't do this and misses out on all this business. All right, so make sure you're doing that. So the seller's social media, the seller's sphere of influence, the nearby homeowners letter. Again, click on the support post for that if you need to. Get more information. Get yourself into the mastermind group. All right, you'll see people talking about that there as well. You got the Eflyer for your database. It is literally probably the #1 tool in real estate for engaging your database on a regular basis. And they all are linking everyone to your single property website, your virtual tours, a lot of great stuff right there. You got an open house sign-in form, which we're not going to really cover in this call, but I do want to mention listing flyers. All right, listing flyers are absolutely amazing. They generate greater buyer leads. They generate greater seller leads than your typical listing flyer. And let me just show you one. I like this one. Let me click download, that third one along the top, but hey, whatever one you like the best, go for it. But let me just show you this one here. So the reason I like it is a nice clean title, a couple of images, and then we're either going to have a QR code or the text for the person to either, so let me rephrase that. The person can either send a text and you'll get the phone number 100% of the time. They can scan it and get to, and both of these will take them to the mobile responsive virtual tour. So again, if you got that property video, all the great lead capture, right, those PDF reports, all that awesome stuff, all right? Now, check this out. If one of the homeowners or if one of the neighbors takes one of these, if they need, or anyone, right, and they need to sell before they buy, go to, and you get a easy to use URL, free from Listings to Leads, that you can use in your marketing, all right? And we automatically put that in everything that we're doing. And this, again, this helps you generate more listings from just your general marketing of your property when you're using Listings to Leads. So check out those listing flyers. We got postcards and door hangers. So if you don't want to do the nearby homeowners letter, we do have postcards and door hangers, and you can download them here. And you'll get more information here about Prospects Plus. You can use them with any postcard company out there. We got sign writers that you can order. If you want to post to your blog or a custom page at your website, you can do that. Craigslist, QR code, and the YouTube listing videos. All right. So all of these tools, make sure you're using all of them because they're all going to help you generate more listings and more buyers with every single listing. Now, I talked a little bit about a couple of things that you can do beyond just marketing your listing up on social media to really help engage your local market. And that is to run ads like this. Free guide, 25 insider secrets on home buying. And if people click this, this is a Facebook lead ad, and it will, you'll get their name, email, and phone number, and they will get the branded guide on whatever the topic is. So here's one, 25 factors that impact your home value. So I wanted to have one for sellers, and I like to have one for buyers running at all times. All right, so every week I'll come in and I'll pick a different PDF report for sellers, a different PDF report for buyers, and I'll run those so that I got my listings. I may have a what is your home worth, and I have these kinds of ads running so that I am looking like a total market dominator, like a top producer in my area. Even if I'm not, but even if I am, I'm looking even better. All right. So let me walk you through how to do those kinds of ads. So in Listings to Leads, from no matter where you're at, just click on the Ads tab on the left-hand side. That will bring you to our ads dashboard. If you've not connected Listings to Leads to your Facebook Ads Manager, go ahead and do that now. You'll see a little wizard will be right here where you can do that. And click where it says Create PDF Report Ad. We've got over 50 PDF reports for you, and check this out. See that how everything's in English? If you want Spanish, bam. The PDF guides themselves and even those ads on Facebook are all in Spanish. We're having such great success with our Spanish clients on this. They absolutely love it. So if you're in an area where you need Spanish, you got it right there. Let me go back to English. And again, you can toggle between buyer reports, seller reports. Pick which one that you think you want to run in your area. And again, I would just go from left to right across the top. I would just work my way down, really, because we kind of got them set up in the order of what's working best for most people. All right. Now, every area is going to be different, but the idea is I just want to start running these kinds of ads because this makes me look like an all-star, right? It makes me look like an expert in my local area. So I'll click on that to create ad. It is so simple to do. Again, we're not charging you a $54 overage to do an ad, right? And we're not a one-trick pony of doing ads for listings. We've got landing pages like this. We got PDF guides like this. We're adding more. And again, check this out, change media. This could be a video, right? In fact, we are producing a lot of videos and you'll see those here pretty soon. But here, again, I can change lifetime to daily if I want. I can change the budget. I can change my start and end date. All right, I can change the image by clicking change media. I can retarget this ad. I can go to advanced options for this ad. All right, all you got to do is click publish and get this ad live. And again, and do the same thing for buyer. All right, so let's let that ad cycle through, get sent to Facebook for review. And it's going to take me right back to the ads dashboard. So you can see there's the ad right there. And kind of like before, if you want to see that ad up on Facebook, click the little view icon and you can go see that ad up on Facebook. And I'm going to do one more time. Click PDF report ad. Because see how easy it is to do a Facebook lead ad with listings to leads. Let's go buyer reports. And I'm going to do, how big of a house do you need maybe? Click on create ad. And again, all you got to do is type in the location. Type in the location you want the ad to run. Click publish and get that ad out there. All right. So we have walked through how to market a just listed listing for buyer leads, for seller leads. I walked you through a couple of ways to make sure that you are further engaging your local market via Facebook. All right. Using those PDF guides for both sellers and buyers. So if you have any questions on any of this, by all means, let our support team know. We are here to help you. Get into our mastermind group. Let us know how we can help you, and we'll talk to you soon.